This week on Boone TV, we will preview upcoming Torador spring sports, take a look back at Peer Helpers basketball games, and peek in on the first annual Cupcake Wars. Hello, Boone High, and welcome to this week's news show. I am your host, Janae Hoffman. After a week off due to spring break, the activity has picked up at BHS. One of this week's events was a tour provided to next year's freshmen. Claire Anderson had the chance to stop by and check it out.
The Boone High Student Council hosted the 8th grade parent night to help the upcoming freshmen and their parents. To kick off the night, tours were given of the new construction for the 8th graders. Senior Paige Dighton thinks the tours were beneficial to the class of 2019.
Because when I came, I was nervous, and I never came to the tours or to see what activities I could take. So I think by having a senior showing them around, it'll show them that we're just like everybody else.
Clubs and sports were also present to inform the 8th graders about the varieties of activities to choose from their freshman year. There will be a lot to look forward to in the upcoming completion of the new construction. This has been Claire Anderson from Boone TV.
The Honors English students have been working very hard on creating their problem solution presentations to share with the school and community. Aaron Michael has the story.
Honors English 2B students took the world's problems on in their poster session.
This is an attempt to let students have a real audience for the solutions they've come up with for societal problems. We wanted to give them experience in talking with people about their research and their ideas, along with writing about those things. We're trying to provide a lot of preparation for kids who would like to take AP Literature as juniors and then DMAT Composition as seniors.
Freshman Connor Peterson learned many lessons from doing this project.
I didn't just learn about my topic and what it was about, but I also learned about preparing a good presentation and poster.
The overall scope is to offer a chance to think about big problems that exist in this world and ways, small or large, that we can attack those problems. Also, communication with other people as far as ideas they found, what they think should happen.
This has been Aaron Michael from Boone TV. Now back to the studio.
Haley Osborne had the opportunity to attend the Peer Helpers basketball game. Here's Haley with the recap.
The Peer Helpers benefit basketball game brought March Madness to the high school when the juniors took on the seniors and the high school staff took on the middle school staff.
We really enjoyed the high school playing the middle school, and we enjoyed having the middle school band come and play.
The game raised close to $2,400 for the Hope Foundation.
The Peer Helpers game is hosted to give the students a chance to work on something that benefits people.
In between the games, the swing choir performed different selections from their upcoming show. There was also an auction of many baked goods and a signed Fred Hoiberg basketball. This has been Haley Osborne from Boone TV. Now back to the studio.
Miss Beaver hosted the first annual Cupcake Wars. Here's Allison Macrona with the scoop on this tasty showdown.
On Thursday, March 12th, Miss Beaver decided to try something new with her culinary arts class, a cupcake war competition.
In culinary arts class right now, we are learning about, we're in our cakes and pastries unit, and so we're learning about how to decorate cakes professionally, so keeping in mind presentation, not only taste, how you would pipe different types of frosting on different types of cakes and how they go well together and how to incorporate color and texture and design pretty much into our cakes. So that was the main purpose, and it was a fun way and a competitive way for them to kind of get excited about it.
The Cupcake Wars also brought in parts of the school by having other teachers judge the cupcakes the students prepared. Junior Natalie Gibelli explains what the process of decorating the cupcakes were.
First of all, we had to choose a theme for the classroom. And then after that, we had to make sketches of our cupcakes. We had to write on each sketch what did the ingredients include, like what type of frosting, what coloring, what decorating things we were going to use. And then we had to make a market order to give to Miss Beaver so she can bring the ingredients that we need.
The Cupcake Wars were a success according to Miss Beaver.
I think it turned out really well. This was the first year I did it, so There's definitely things obviously we can improve on, but I think overall the kids responded well, the teachers responded well, and it was a way to incorporate, not only our class, but other people in the school to get involved.
I'm Allison McReynolds from Boone TV.
Spring sports have begun at Boone High. The Boone TV sports department stopped by practices this week and have your previews on the upcoming seasons.
The Boone boys tennis team is back in action, being led by 2 returning state qualifiers, senior Paul Solomon and junior Daniel Anderson. The team as a whole last year went to the Class A Final Four in Des Moines, Iowa.
For the Final Four this year, people are really going to have to put in a lot of extra hours outside of practice and just worry about winning the match for the team.
It's a well-respected program around the state of Iowa. Since Jeff Wells has been the head coach, they've had the highest win percentage of any team in the high school. And they're looking to go above and beyond the expectation. And here's junior Daniel Anderson on some team goals.
Really looking forward to getting over 500, try not to lose over 2 matches, dual meet matches, and do well in districts, make the Final Four again.
The Toro boys have a lot of pressure to carry on the tradition, and this has been Billy Turner from Boone Television.
The tennis season has started, and the girls' tennis team is hard at work.
We're looking to have a great season, have a lot of fun. We're going to try to compete, be as good as we can this year. Hopefully we'll have some state qualifiers as a team, be able to win districts potentially. Top 3 would be a good goal to have.
Hoping to re-qualify for state, Coach Lute Olson has faith in this year's team.
We would like just to continue the Boone tennis tradition. It's always been really strong in the past. They've had state champs going back to a few years ago. And so we just want to continue to have strong tennis players who enjoy playing tennis and then hopefully are competing at the state level.
While Coach Olson isn't new to coaching, he takes his first venture into tennis.
Thankfully, I've coached before, coached cross country for a couple years, and my dad who's the head coach, he's been coaching for close to 30 years now and used to coach the Boone tennis team back in the 90s.
Go cheer on Boone in Norwalk. Their first meet is April 7th. This has been Joey Brooks from Boone TV Sports.
Boone High Soccer is kicking off, and we asked new head coach Billy Dow how she feels about this season.
I'm really excited. This is a great group of guys that have been working really hard to get here this year. They've been playing together for quite a few years, so we've got a lot of talent to make something wonderful happen this year.
Coach Dow explains her goals for this year's season.
The goals this year would be to make sure that our team stays unified. We hope to have a district win. We'd really like to be conference champs because these guys have worked really hard together for the last few years, and we've got some senior players that should really make a difference.
Senior Tyler Stotts explains what he plans to bring to the team.
I hope to bring a lot of energy to the team, hopefully a little bit of leadership. I mean, we got a lot of seniors this year, and hopefully we can do a lot for the team and for the school.
There's a lot of things that the students can do to get involved and support the team.
Come out and support us. We need fans. We don't get the crowds at football and even track get, but it'd be nice to see some school support for the soccer team.
There are many benefits to playing soccer, and anyone who wants to can play.
Soccer is one of the best sports to get any exercise program. Your fitness would improve tremendously. You're going to get a lot of playing time. If you're still interested in joining the soccer team, you can sure give us a call, come see me, talk to any of the soccer guys because we're looking for players.
This has been Jordan Gustafson with Boone TV, signing off.
Our movie review team is back this week with their review of the spy thriller Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit.
The Webster Dictionary describes average as a midpoint between 2 extremes. Next to this definition, you will find a poster for the movie Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit.
There are a few things we liked about this movie. One thing that we liked is the dinner scene. You wouldn't really get it unless you watched the movie. It's really the only really good scene in it. We also liked how it kind of had an interesting plot at the beginning, but it kind of faded out and became very average.
What we didn't like about this movie was that everything in this movie had already been done better in another movie. It was extremely average, and Jack Ryan was an accountant, but then at the end of the movie, he's organizing a manhunt.
So, what do you think about this movie?
I think it's extremely average, and there's only one square we can give it. 5 out of 10.
If you have 90 minutes of your life that you want to waste, then go ahead and check out Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit.
Joey Brooks is back this week to keep you up to date on what's trending.
Hello, Boone High. You probably felt lost without me this past week, but have no fear. What's trending is here. Did you fill out a bracket for this year's NCAA basketball tournament? If so, you were one of an estimated 20 million people who completed a bracket this year. If you chose Iowa State to go far in your bracket, you would probably feel like this guy.
It's bracket time. Curse you, Iowa State! Why are you crying?
Because One Direction broke up!
I feel better now.
The tournament resumes this Thursday with the Sweet 16. Speaking of people crying over basketball, did you catch the Piccolo girl crying at the end of the Villanova-NC State game? Roxanne Chilafo, a member of the Villanova pep band, was moved to tears when it was all but certain that her beloved Wildcats were done for the tournament. Being the hardcore Piccolo player she is, she fought through the tears and played the crap out of that Piccolo. For the bravery, I salute you, Piccolo girl. Netflix original series. Those words typically mean drama, murder mystery, something more on the serious side. But the recently released Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt bucks the trend with its quirky, offbeat humor. This show stars Ellie Kemper, better known as Erin from The Office, as the lead character Kimmy. This show has received a 96% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, so check it out.
You want a water?
That's it for this week. Check back next week for what's trending.
Thanks for watching this week's news show. Please check back next week for all the latest news, sports, and entertainment at BHS. In the meantime, you can check out all of our videos at BooneTV.com. But before we leave, here's Question of the Week.
Question of the Week! Question of the Week!
With WrestleMania just around the corner, we asked Boone High students what their professional wrestler name would be and how they would introduce themselves.
Caustic Sage here, and with WrestleMania just around the corner, it's time to find out which chumps I'm gonna take to the School of Pain and teach a hard lesson.
I'd be named the White Thunder because, and I'd go in and just BAM!
My name would be Geronimo Jake, and I would introduce myself as...
I'd be Chuck Norris Jr., just because... Well, you know what my last name is.
I'd be El Chupacabra and I'd ride in on the go.
Probably be Magnum PI and I'd wear floral shirts and I'd walk in with the Magnum PI theme song.
My name is Jeff.
What are we having that? The Colossal Kangaroo.
The Flaming Pickle!
Question of the Week! Question of the Week!